So I'm back-ish. For those of you who know, because you're in Discord or you saw the comment on the most recent video, me and the entire family have been sick since, well, just before Thanksgiving for some of us, but since Thanksgiving for my, you know, Mr. Soap and Clay and the two kidlets. And it's been a lot. We've been just dying. Really. It's not COVID. We all took tests because we were convinced that COVID had finally hit us. And it's not. We were all negative. I think it's just that RSV stuff that's going around. And by just, there's nothing just about it. This is rough. And all of our symptoms are very strange, really. Like today, for example, I am incredibly nauseous. Way nauseous. That's weird. While everybody else is just super tired. While we are all puffing. A lot. But I am here. I have to be here because we are kicking off Project Soapway Challenge number 2 today, and I'm excited for that because I was supposed to kick it off a few days ago, and I've been sick. So we're gonna do that thing, and I'm gonna tell you more about the thing in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And you are here for week 4 of year 3 of, all of the soapy things. And we are starting another Project Soapway challenge. And this challenge number 2, is called Thankful. That was the challenge. And it makes sense, because this is the time of the year where we kick off the new and invigorated Thankful season. Because the way I look at it, Thanksgiving starts a new season of being thankful, and that rides all the way through the year until the next Thanksgiving. This is my hope. So it made sense that we did thankful for the next challenge because of the time of the year. And that was really the only criteria I gave everyone in the, submissions. And so everybody could show what they were thankful for in soap form, however they wanted. And for my contribution for all of this, I chose to make my soap Sudser themed. I am thankful for the Sudsers, and it probably seems like an obvious thing, right? Like, of course, YouTuber is going to say that she's thankful for the people who watch her videos. A, Sudsers are not just people who watch my videos. Sudsers have been a thing since before I was a YouTuber. 2, no, that's not what life is around here. Obviously, yeah, cool that you're watching my videos. That's awesome, but being thankful for the Sudsers this year is actually a lot different because you guys saved me. Like, you saved me in the last year. And when I was making this soap, I was coming up on a 1-year anniversary of getting some really heavy news. And as I was thinking about making this soap, it only made sense that I make a soap about the Sudsers because you guys, again, saved me in ways that you don't even know about. Speaking of all of that, we are going to be talking about some heavy stuff today. I guess just mentioning it, really. And I don't want to make it a thing. You need to do comments or whatever regarding said thing that I talk about that's heavy. That's fine. Keep it to this video, please. And just let me be the other things in my life that I like and think are more valuable than just this one thing. So I know I'm being kind of cryptic and whatever, and I apologize for that. My head is full of cotton and I'm not thinking very well. but two, this is an awkward and uncomfortable thing to really even talk about. Anyway, that's all kind of cryptic and whatever. So, let's get to the video. We can show the soap that I made for Project Soapway Challenge number 2. We can talk about why I did what I did. We can give some little shout outs to all of the soap makers that I included within this design. And we can maybe make said cryptic thing less cryptic. Okay, so my submission for the Project Soapway Challenge number 2, the Thankful Challenge, is, I am thankful for the Sudsers. And in different ways than you're going to just immediately assume. Like, oh, of course you're thankful for the people who watch your videos. Nope, that's not at all what I am referring to. So before we get into that, I suppose we should talk about all the things that I'm putting into this soap. And really, these are soaps that I have either purchased from the Sudsers or the Sudsers have sent me, on their own. And it's a representation. It's a sampling of many, 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 many soaps that I have at this point. And so we have Alaska Soaps and such represented. We have Nora's Body Love represented. We have Miss A's, all of the soapy or the not so typical soapy things, coconut oil free represented. We have Madhouse Mama's soaps represented. We have Soap Chef's soaps represented. We have Fizzly Bath Treats represented. We have, Shells is in there as well. We've got For You by Shells. A lot of just different soaps that I am currently in love with to put into this soap. And if I could have put everyone in and all of the soaps, I super would have. But again, this is a one batch thing. And so it's just a representation of all of the soaps that I currently love that I have hanging out. And I am just taking off some of the pieces and I'm going to essentially make a confetti soap using my soap base, and all of their soaps will be inside of it. And we'll see how this goes, really. Look how bright and neon that one is. I, for the life of me, do not remember whose soap that one is, that bright neon. But we do have Miss A's there, the not so typical soapy things. And that one is super beautiful. I think that one is Madhouse Mama. Is that Madhouse Mama? Pretty sure that's Madhouse Mama. That might be Kaylee's. That one is definitely Chef's. That's actually her soap from last year, her Christmas soap from last year. Still smells great, and there wasn't a whole lot of movement from the migration from the embeds. So 10 out of 10. It was well done, Chef. Looking forward to actually using that one this year. Didn't get around to it last Christmas, but now it's the season, so that's going straight into my shower now that this has been done. But yes, I am thankful for the Sudsers, and I'm not thankful for the Sudsers in a way that, like, again, you would expect. Like, hey, thanks for watching my videos. It's not that. Obviously, at this time of the year, we all take an assessment on what we're thankful for, of course, and I am thankful for the regular things, obviously, my family, my health, my ability to, exist and thrive and grow and be. But this year was a little bit different for me. And so when it came down to deciding what I was going to do for my thankful soap, while I am, of course, thankful for my family, and that would have been sort of an easy one to do, I had to take this a different route for this one because, yes, my family is awesome. Yes, my life is awesome. I am a very privileged person, and I'm honored to exist and be in this cool place. But reflecting over the last year, I had to do this with the Sudsers involved because the Sudsers saved my life last year. Now, for this actual pour, I believe I'm doing a 2-color pour, half dark, half light. And the dark portion is being scented with, I don't know, something from Sierra Candles that discolors, that I love. And the top is being scented with, I don't know, something else from Sierra Candles that does not discolor, that I also love. But the important part in all of this is the Sudsers, inside of it. and they are, again, a sampling, just a representation of everything that the Sudsers are. And as I said, it had to be the Sudsers this year because the Sudsers saved me. This is the anniversary of a year ago. I got news, like the worst news that you could ever get in your life. I mean, among the worst things that you could ever get in your life, from a doctor. And I essentially spent, November to, I don't know, June spiraling as a result of all of that. And then June to November, trying to climb out and then falling back in and, whatever. Anyway, this is a year anniversary of getting really, really bad news from doctors who are saying, hey, things are real bad. We're incredibly worried. You might not exist for very much longer. And it's weird. It's been a weird reflection looking back on all of that because, where they are now with my health report is, wow, no, yeah, everything's working out really well. Treatment's been good. And we are wildly less worried about you now than we were a year ago. So you're good. You're golden. You're going to be able to be super old and annoy your children forever. So that's been good. But during that time, when I was spiraling and then trying to climb out or whatever, the Sudsers were the thing that kept me grounded and sane. And if you are thinking about this right now, if you're listening to this and thinking, what did I miss? Where did I miss this? You missed nothing. I have never talked about this with any of you. And I have some Sudsers that I am incredibly close to. Like, I love you like family members, but I haven't told any of you. To that, I didn't tell my family, including Mr. Soap and Clay, for at least 3 months after getting a diagnosis. And so I needed to sit with all of this for a while before I could start all of that. And when I told my family and a few of my close personal friends, I immediately became like this person. Like, nobody was doing it intentionally or being mean about it or whatever, but I became a diagnosis instead of, me. And I didn't feel good about that. I didn't want to just go out and tell you guys oh, hey, you guys, yeah, I understand that things have been weird and maybe I'm not as, frequent with things or whatever. It's because I'm busy. And that's true. I was busy. That was all accurate. But, I essentially didn't want to be seen as, that one chick on the YouTubes that, makes soap and has cancer. I didn't want that to be my title, because I am a whole bunch of other things outside of that. So yeah, I never told any of you guys any of this, but you still saved me. You guys were my grounding forces in life without having to tell you anything. I got to exist with you. I got to share the parts of my life with you that meant things that I wanted to share that were important to me. And we celebrated in each other's victories. We mourned each other's losses. We championed each other. And all the while, I'm dealing with this crazy thing that really nobody knows about. And whether you know about it or not, whether you knew about it or not, you saved me. You kept me going. You kept me functioning. You kept me grounded, and you kept me going. That's it. And so, again, my family, good, awesome, love them so much, obviously, and they are obviously, I'm incredibly thankful, and they did untold amazing things throughout all of this to provide comfort and support and all of the things. But so did you all. And you didn't even know it. And so, yeah. Again, year anniversary of some weird shit. Looking at all of this again and, yeah, I'm thankful for you. Okay, and on to the cut of this, and yeah, it looks weird and perfect. I all of the different representations. We have such an interesting community, and I've talked about it a lot in that we all have different we all come from different walks of life. We have different values, different goals, different ideas, different backgrounds, different political beliefs, and we all still click and love each other and respect each other in a time wherein that's supposed to be impossible to do, right? And like if people's beliefs don't completely match and align with your own, if everything about a person doesn't completely match and align with your own, it's like you're almost required to push them aside and live in your echo chamber. And the Sudsers aren't that. You guys are all wildly different, and it's pretty magical. We all respect each other and listen to each other, encourage each other, help each other grow, and take from others the good vibes and the good energy that we need to, get through our day, do whatever. And so this is perfect. It's chaotic and it's weird and it's wild. There's all kinds of stuff going on inside of that. And I love it because that's the Sudser community right there. It's wild. It's crazy. It's all kinds of stuff going on in that. And it all completely works. So, yeah, that's my submission. I am thankful for each and every one of you. And again, not in ways that, you would expect a YouTuber to say something. Like, hey, thanks for watching my videos. For the Sudsers that know, for the real ones, you guys know that I don't do this for... this isn't my job. I'm not required to do any of this. I do this because it brings me joy. And in a year wherein I wasn't experiencing a ton of joy, just a whole lot of fear and uncertainty, and, let's be honest, complete and total annoyance with the medical system. I have the best healthcare in the world, and it still takes, several months to get in for tests, even during, kind of scary times. Lots of fear, lots of annoyances, and you guys brought me joy consistently every day. And in doing that, you kept me moving, and you kept me from spiraling completely. So, yeah, I'm thankful for you. You guys are awesome. Seriously, thank you. I know I do this all the time, and I say thank you all the time, but every time I mean it. And yeah, this soap is so cool. Look at that. Holy crap. Yeah. And there it is, my contribution to Project Soapway Challenge number 2, Thankful. And I think these are really cool bars. They are beautiful. And again, the soaps that I put into them, they're just a representation of the Sudsers. It's not every single one of them. If I could put, 26,000 different soaps into this, I would. I do have at least 1,000 soaps from the Sudsers at this point. So I'm never running out of soaps. But that just seemed to be a lot. So I, picked a sampling of the ones that I like the best at this point, the soaps, not the Sudsers. Although maybe some of those do also go hand in hand. And made this bar, and it's kind of chaotic, and there's a lot going on, and it's perfect. And so I love that. That's completely perfect, and I think represents the Sudser community really well. So that's that. That's my Project Soapway soap. And again, if we could just keep this to this video and not, turn me into... If we could not define me as just one thing moving forward, that would be great. I am a lot of things, and I am surprised that I finally decided to address this with you guys and let you guys know what was going on. But, maybe it's just because I'm super sick. I have no idea. But, now that I have, if we could just keep it at, I am appreciative of you. You are amazing. You really did save me and kept my life going and functioning and wonderful in ways that I didn't realize I needed during a year that was impossibly hard. And you guys provided my levity, my motivation, my drive, my everything. And it was important. You are important. And I'm thankful for you. So there's that. But again, let's just keep on keeping on. I'm still Mrs. Soap and Clay, and everything is amazing. Thank you. But as we all know, Project Soapway challenges, they start out with my soaps, and that means we have the 3 Sudsers submissions coming up next. So tomorrow we will be starting with the first of those 3, and I'm very, very excited for that. So I hope you come back and watch that. That would be great. Like, that's ultimately the bigger point. That's what Project Soapway is all about, is the Sudsers. So if you could come back and watch that, I would super love it, because we have 3 really beautiful soaps coming up for you guys, and I'm sure you're going to love them almost as much as I do. This actually really took it out of me, so I am going to go back to, being horizontal, and I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what that means. But thank you guys for joining me for today, for every day, for all of the things. Like, comment, do the YouTube things, because apparently YouTube is ruining people's lives with the algorithm again. Cool. Soapandclay.com is there. All of the things I'm supposed to say. But the thing that I really want to say is, seriously, thank you. I say it to you guys all the time, but I don't really think you understand just how much I mean it. And I do. So thank you for the 19,000th time. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of Project Soapway fun. Bye.